Hey guys, it's PM Enterprises here, and I want to do a quick video out in one of the, maybe 5 to 6 acre fields I cut here with the 60-inch 4000 series. As you can see, this one's got the 26.5 Kolher EFI, which is, according to me, I think it's more of a 25.5 given their SAE ratings of 1940, which gives an 8% yield compared to a 5% yield. But as you can see, it looks very comparable. This is the machine you've seen in the other videos, the 6000. The deck looks slightly different. You can see it doesn't have the same baffling, but the spindles are actually the same, and it is a full 5.5 inch deep, unlike a 2000 series, which is 5 inch deep. Pretty wide stance, as you can see, compared to this. And the engine is actually not turned sideways on the new ones. As you can see, it gives a lot more working room around the side, which is nice. Batteries back here, just like the other one, not underneath the seat. The fuel tank's underneath the seat, and it's a 10-gallon fuel tank, just like the little smaller than a 5 or 6000, which is a little under 12, but very, very nice, sizable to get you through a day of cutting. And this does have, it's on an HGX, so it does have the ZT 4400s, which gives it around a 10-mile-an-hour ground speed with these smaller 12-inch tires. And you can see the front frame here. One thing to consider is these are ball bearings as compared to tapered roller bearings in here, which, it's not going to make a tremendous difference in the short run, but maybe in the long run, you never know. Another thing I want to point out as well is actually on the deck, the pulley size. I got both these off for you. Here is the 6000. So this is the classic, people call it the pizza pan idler arm. Or idler, it's right here, very large. It's probably a solid over 9-inch diameter. Here's the standard 6-inch that Toro usually uses. And then here's the 4000 in comparison. I'll lower the deck so I can see. So as you can see, the top of the spindle's the same. They slightly moved this arm here because it's a different throw down, even though the actual shape itself in terms of belt path is identical. This is basically the same, but as you can see back here, this is a 6-inch instead of the large 12-inch, or excuse me, 9-inch. But this is the field. This middle area is where the 4000 cut. As you can see, this is pretty weedy. I mean, hasn't been cut in, I want to say, 2 weeks. You can see, and the blades are incredibly dull. I need to point this out. Given the blade condition, it's very impressive. Get them for you here. As you can see, they're destroyed. But it still did an excellent job. It still has the gap here for relief on the discharge. Now, I would say this thing discharges very similar to a Velocity, but with a little less forward flow in terms of the clippings come out of the discharge more evenly instead of being concentrated toward the front half of the cutter deck. Whereas this is more like the traditional discharge. You can see here the stuff gets stuck, but doesn't ever actually pull out. It's pretty stuck in there. And you can see that. It does not come out. So I don't really get clumps out of this corner here. This is what the underside of this deck looks like. So this is actually a newer 2020 baffle on the Turbo Force. And the key difference is here, as you can see on this side, there's no basically tube here blocking grass from getting out. So this can discharge much easier in really tall grass than newer 5 and 6000 series. And it's really a nice improvement they made. But yeah, guys, I mean, this thing, I really like it. I think it's a great price point. If I was going to purchase one of these, I'd definitely go for the larger horsepower engine. I think in really tall, thick grass, it definitely is useful to have that extra horses and get you through, you know, a longer day with taller, thicker grass. The only downside is it will use more fuel, but it does have a 10-gallon fuel tank, so that's going to be at least 6 hours of run time. But yeah, it's definitely worth a look. Definitely demo it. You know, you got to make sure that the deck works in your area. But, you know, for weedy conditions, I definitely think it's worth a try, guys. Thanks for the view, and check it out for sure. Thank you.